Hi everyone, good evening. So guys, my name is Sahitya and I am going to be your trainer for MCSA. So where we are going to learn about servers, how to work on servers, whatever the features that we can install in a server and how to manage the features of the server. So this is what we are going to learn. And I am working as a cloud engineer and I do have experience of around 6 years. And networkings, I am taking batches from last 3 years. So I do have 3 years of teaching experience also. Okay. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the topics that we're going to cover in this module, first of all, and then why this knowledge is required for us, why it is needed, and some more other things. What is like career prospect for MCSA, where we can actually land up after doing this course, right? So that we are going to discuss it today. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay. So MCSA, Microsoft Certified Solution Associate. Okay, the exam is expired, so we will not be able to sit in the exam. We will not be able to certify the exam for this, but still this is needed. Servers knowledge is needed. Why? Because if you're going for cloud, if you're going for AWS, or if you're going for uh, Azure, so in that case also you are going to configure servers on the cloud, right? On virtual machines you are going to install server 2016 or maybe server 2019, right? So we must be able to configure that server. We must be able to manage the services that we are going to install onto that. So that is why we are still continuing our MCSA course. Yes, it is obsolete from the market. It is not, we will not be able to certify this course. MCSA certificate is not available with Microsoft, right? But still the knowledge is required. Knowledge is mandatory because of, if you want to work on cloud, then on that cloud also you are going to work on servers, you are going to install the features, you have to manage the services that are running in the organization, right? Do we get the freshers in this profile? I mean, job as a fresher? Yes, Arun, you can get the job as well. So yes, for fresher, you must have knowledge of networking and the Linux and then the servers. Then definitely you will get the chance. You will get the chance to get into the
Yeah,
industry.
so Sahitya, sorry to disturb you. Few things
Yeah,
I just want to add. So, guys, this is the reason we introduce a program like a phase one. In this, we are delivering CCNA, MCSA, and Linux because most of the job in the, I can say, the people who have a 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year experience, their expectation is the person should be trained on routing, switching, server management, and the Linux part.
exactly.
So you can join the batches. We started the batches today, CCNA like a 8 p.m. MCS is starting from today, that is 10 p.m. Linux is starting after 2 days. So you have a choice, you can. Yeah, over to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. So thanks for explaining. Yep. So this is actually for freshers, right? You can join the phase one batch and over there you will be able to get the knowledge on networking as well as on Linux and on servers. I'm going to take care of servers thing, right? Even myself also, when I started my career, I started my journey as desktop support engineer, right? In 2016. But yes, if you are going to upgrade your skills, if you are going to learn new skills, then only you will be able to land up into a good career. You will be able to get a good position into the industry, right? So as I told you, certificate is not available with Microsoft, right? It was obsolete in the 2020, but still why knowledge is needed? Because of cloud. Because cloud is nothing. Cloud is basically a console from where you are managing your servers, from where you are managing your services, राइट। क्लाउड कुछ ऐसा नहीं है कि वहां पे कुछ अलग ही चल रहा है, राइट। वहां पे भी आप क्या कर रहे हो, आप सिर्फ सर्वर्स बिल्ड कर रहे हो उधर, और वो एक क्लाउड एक कंसोल है। एज्योर इज बेसिकली अ कंसोल जहां पर आप वर्चुअल मशीन्स बनाना सीख रहे हो। यू कैन क्रिएट योर ओन VPCs, you can create your own load balancers and all, right? So क्लाउड पे हमें जाना है तो हमें सर्वर्स पहले सीखना है। So we must have knowledge of servers, then we can opt the cloud thing. ठीक है। तो जैसे हम VMware यूज करते हैं, देन Hyper-V यूज करते हैं, so same kind of console is available on to available for Azure and AWS also, but वहां पे सर्विसेज कुछ ज्यादा है। And if you are able to manage that services, if you know actually what actually service is doing, right, so then you can work on cloud also. So from here we are going to clear our basic concepts, right? Concepts clear है, basics अगर हमारे clear है, so then we can easily work on cloud. ठीक है। Now, so what are the topics that we are going to cover under this? So these are the basically things that networking is providing, right? You will get if you have any issues with the language thing, so we can opt the English, or if you want to learn in Hindi, so we can uh, work on that also. ठीक है। So you will get the recordings, you will get the pre-recording, like आज अगर हमारा video आज हमने अगर lab किया है, so tomorrow you will get the video onto your portals, right? And for labs, obviously we are going to use virtualization tools we are going to use. That could be okay, just a second. So guys, if you have any query between this, you can just stop me and you can just ask your query. Okay, so we are going to use virtualization for our lab. Everything, whatever the roles, whatever the features are available in the server, we are going to install it, we are going to do lab of that particular role and feature. ठीक है। theoretical बहुत कम रहेगा, 90% it is totally lab based, it is totally practical based, and 10% it is the theoretical. Okay, and for this theoretical thing I will provide you a book of MCSA. From there you will be able to read the things, from where you will be able to get the topics that we are going to cover in our lab. So theory you can cover it from the book itself. Even I will provide you some PPTs also, based on the topics that we are going to cover, right? You will get the PPTs, and according to that, PPTs are basically not as much defined. That is basically the basic concept is covered on that onto that PPT. But if you want to dig dive into the topic, so in that case you have to open the book and you have to read that particular topic or concept you have to clear out, right? So what I was explaining, that for for our labs we are going to use virtualization. So virtualization is what? That we can install multiple operating system onto a single hardware. That is what even companies are using in their environment, right? So we do have multiple virtualization tools available. So if you want to work on, so it is Hyper-V, you can work on Hyper-V, and then we have VMware, and then you can work on VirtualBox also. VirtualBox. Concept will remain same, just vendor change हो गए यहाँ पे. Hyper-V is basically Microsoft based, VMware is basically VMware का अपना एक प्रोडक्ट है, and VirtualBox is basically of Oracle. ठीक है, कंसेप्ट विल रिमेन सेम, वर्चुअल मशीन्स तीनों सॉफ्टवेयर्स में बनेंगी, ठीक है, एज सच कोई डिफरेंट नहीं है, नोमेनक्लेचर विल बी डिफरेंट इन दिस केस। मतलब अगर आप हाइपर वी में इफ यू आर यूजिंग चेक पॉइंट्स, सो इन केस ऑफ VMware it will be snapshots. Nomenclature will can change, but the concept will remain same. ठीक है, so according to your
point, can you please repeat?
yes please.
I didn't get this point about the snapshot you said.
Okay, snapshots are basically nothing to just restore your uh, earlier state of the server. So
Okay.
that I will that I will let you know in the labs that what is the actually use of snapshots and checkpoints,
Okay.
right? Yep. Uh, what is course start of career? Because yes, Kalim, I will provide the software as well, and even I will let you know that how you can activate that. So majorly we are going to work on VMware, because if you are going for an interview, so interviewer gonna ask if you whether you have experience on VMware or not, right? So in my labs we are going to use VMware, so that you can write it on your CV also, that you have knowledge of VMware and you can work on VMware, right? And to activate it, so by default it is applicable for 30 days. The trial, it is a trial period for 30 days, but later on I will let you know how we can activate for the long. ठीक है, so virtualization is what, under a single hardware we can create multiple virtual machines. तो कंपनीज क्या करती हैं, कंपनी एक अच्छा हार्डवेयर बाय कर लेती है, लेट्स सपोज उन्होंने एक 256 GB सर्वर, 256 GB रैम, एंड देन 4 TB ऑफ हार्ड डिस्क, एंड देन इंटेल Xeon प्रोसेसर का एक सर्वर प्रोक्योर किया, राइट? अब ऑब्वियसली अगर पहले हम क्या करते थे, हम लोग एक एक मशीन को सिर्फ एक ही सर्विस के लिए यूज कर सकते थे, right? But with the help of virtualization, that machine can be used into multiple roles. See, let's suppose this will be the hardware, this will be the server, right? And onto this server I configured VMware. So onto this VMware I can create multiple virtual machines. One, two, three. So depending upon my requirement, I can create multiple virtual machine. So this is basically cost saving also for companies, बिकॉज अगर आप अलग अलग हार्डवेयर लगा रहे हो तो उसी हिसाब से आपको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भी चाहिए, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आपको टेम्परेचर भी मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा, अपना डेटा सेंटर कूल रखना पड़ेगा, ठंडा रखना पड़ेगा, राइट? सेम वे यू हैव टू बाय मॉनिटर्स, राइट? योर कीबोर्ड्स, माउस, एवरीथिंग यू हैव टू बाय, राइट? बट विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस वर्चुअलाइजेशन आपको सिर्फ एक सर्वर रखना है और एक सर्वर पे यू कैन क्रिएट मल्टीपल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स, right? I'll show you in real time. See, I am using VMware on my laptop, and you can see there are multiple virtual machines available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on.
सर ये आई एम श्रीकांत हियर, आई एम फ्रॉम हैदराबाद।
Yeah, hi Shrikant.
तो ये फिजिकल मशीन्स में इतना क्यों पैसा लगाते हैं, इतना क्यों पैसे लगाते हैं सर?
नहीं, एक मशीन को, अच्छा देखो, अगर आप 10 मशीन खरीद रहे हो और मैं कह रहा हूँ कि एक मशीन आपको वो सारा काम कर देगी, so why to go for 10 machines? क्योंकि आपको वो 10 मशीन मैनेज करने के लिए भी प्रॉपर उसको आपको रैक खरीदना पड़ेगा सर्वर्स को माउंट करने के लिए, राइट? देन आपको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मैनेज करनी पड़ेगी, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बैकअप मैनेज करना पड़ेगा, तो कॉस्ट कितना इंक्रीज हो रहा है। बट अगर वही काम एक सर्वर करके दे रहा है आपका, सो व्हाई टू गो फॉर दिस एसएल एंड ऑल? right? So this is why companies क्या करते हैं, एक ही बार में अच्छा hardware procure करके, right? They used to configure virtualization, they used to configure multiple operating system on a single server, and then according to that they can configure. Like in my case, I have configured it one virtual machine as primary domain controller, then this is the backup server, server 1, server 2. So these are the client machines, Windows 7, Windows 10, right? Base machine will remain same. Base machine is my laptop.
Okay.
On my laptop I have configured VMware, and onto VMware I have configured multiple virtual machines. So it
Okay.
is going to take the resources from your base machine. मतलब base machine पे जितना आपने hardware है, for now I am using 12 GB of RAM onto my laptop, right? According to 12 GB I can assign the RAMs to the virtual machine.
Okay.
That means it is going to take the resources from my base machine. It is going to take resources from my hardware.
Okay.
Yeah.
But however we offer this VMware, there should be a physical data center also.
Yeah. If you have a
So
physical data center, right? In that case, you can just procure the VMware license, and according to that, you can configure your infrastructure.
okay,
Got it?
got it.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so under virtualization, we can do multiple things. Even there is one more tool, one more software, that is Citrix. It is now in demand, right? Naukri पे search करो for system admin. In 60 to 70% cases, they will be asking for Citrix. Citrix is also same thing. Citrix is also a software through which you can just create your virtual machine and you will be able to manage them. Right? So that is why I'm just मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ कि कोई भी एक टूल पे अगर आपको काम करना आ रहा है, so second tool को you will be able to use it easily. 1-2 दिन लगेंगे. You will get the options कि क्या नाम changes है. You will be able to get them and you will be able to work on it. And nowadays virtualization is mandatory for us. As a system admin, we should be aware of virtualization. Okay, because in many of the industry you are going to see that they were, even if you are a working professional right now, अभी भी शायद मे भी आप लोग अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उसको यूज कर रहे हैं. Okay, now even इनके पास एक और कैपेबिलिटी है. So if you have a on-prem server, let's suppose आप एक on-prem server पे काम कर रहे हो, आपका खुद का एक डेटा सेंटर है, right? आप उस मशीन को, आप उस सर्वर को you want to migrate it to cloud, AWS या फिर Azure पे. So in that case also this tool will gonna help you. आप on-prem to cloud अपने सर्वर को migrate कर सकते हो.
सर ये बेसिकली सारा मतलब ग्राफिकल होता है या मतलब कमांड लाइन बेसिस पे भी चलते हैं?
You can do it on command line also, or through PowerShell also, or graphically also you can do it. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको कमांड पे काम करना है, so you should be aware of PowerShell.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hi, so this is Rajesh. Okay, so I'm a system administrator. Okay, and L1 L2 job. Okay, so previously I have done MCSA from networking.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to upgrade like the most of the Active Directory and the solution architect. So after this course and upgradation, can I make the solution architect, and also can we cover the topic like the can you share the course content?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. This is my next thing. I will explain whatever.
Because most of the thing they need the Active Directory and the group policies.
Don't worry on that part.
Okay,
We will dive into the GPOs and the AD and the type of domain controllers. So
okay.
everything.
And also one more thing. Okay, so we have a warehouses. Okay, in the different location,
Okay.
and we have a 20 users, 10 users, for 5 users, 50 users.
Mhm.
So what is the solution for this? Because I need to join this MCSA. So after that, I can provide the
Solution in the sense, what you are talking about? Sorry about
domain. Yeah, the Active Directory.
So you want to specify the policies for each and every group. This is
Every location. Yeah.
every location. Yes, you can do that.
But how
I
we
will let you know.
add the remote warehouse users in domain?
So see, whenever you are whenever any employee is going to join your company, his entry should be available in our Active Directory.
Okay. And
Either it is remote user, either it is your site based user, right? They should be available in our Active Directory, then only we will be able to manage them. If it is not available with us, so उसमें तो हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते.
तो उसमें तो वो सिनेरियो में हम लोग रिमोट यूजर्स को मैनेज कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम द सर्वर से.
Obviously, as a system admin you can do anything. If the user and the computer is in your domain environment, you can do anything.
Okay.
So you will be the one who is going to manage them. User will not be able to do anything without your permission.
Okay, so इसमें आप हम लोग को ये प्राइमरी डोमेन लगेगा कि एजोर पे भी चल जाएगा ये सर्वर डोमेन बनाएंगे तो?
या सर्वर पर एजोर पे भी चल जाए, कोई इशू नहीं है.
तो उसमें लेटेंसी इशू नहीं आएगा?
Latency, yes, it totally depends on your internet connectivity, right? If the internet connectivity, if your connectivity is slow, then obviously you will not be.
I confused. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some warehouses I have 10 Mbps. Some warehouses I have 30. Some warehouses I have 50. Okay, so during that warehouse, I need to give perfect solution to our superior.
So obviously you have to work on your networking thing first of all, right? If the bandwidth
then
is
what is
low,
the solution? So we are looking the Active Directory on the Azure, okay, but somewhere we are looking some latency parts. Okay, so I found some like solution there. Anyhow, one server should have in on premises.
yes, you can use Azure AD in that case. You can go for Azure AD.
Azure AD.
Yep.
But this is a full complete contains, or it is limitation. I think I have seen that it is a limitation.
No, see, if Active Directory is already in your environment, if PDC is already in your environment.
No, we don't have anything right now.
Okay, domain is not there.
Yes, we are working in the work group.
Okay, so that should you tell now. Okay, so in that case you can go for Azure AD. That will be the best option. Okay, over there you have to create your domain and then you have to add your users, and the Azure AD will be the best option.
Then primary domain हम लोग को रखना ही पड़ेगा ना ऑफिस में.
Exactly, obviously it will be needed. You have to create your primary domain controller, because from your PDC also you will be able to manage your group policies, your GPOs, whatever you are going to apply, that can be applied on the.
So at the end we need 2 server.
Yep. Even you will be needing a backup server also, ADC also, additional domain controller.
Okay, and the AD?
See, PDC and ADC are two different domain controllers. PDC is basically the primary one and ADC is the additional one. Exactly. Why additional is needed? If my primary domain is down, in that case, additional domain controller will help me to respond to my user queries.
Redundant server. It's a redundant.
Yes, that can be redundant or backup server, you can say. Yes, exactly.
Okay, but जो अभी मेरे बाकी के साइट्स है वो कैसा कनेक्ट करने का? फिर मेरे को रिमोट यूजर्स आएंगे वो कि एंड टू साइड कनेक्टिविटी करके हो जाएगा?
सी, वो आपका कंसेप्ट, आपका जो सबसे बात तो आपके पास डोमेन नहीं है. First of all you have to go for a domain. First of all you have to buy the domain. You have to create your primary domain controller either on your on-prem or onto your cloud Azure.
But Azure पे जाएंगे तो latency का concept आएगा.
So depending, वो तो कहीं ना कहीं तो you have to take the call ना, according to that only.
But अभी 10 users है तो कितना मेरे को लेना पड़ेगा normally generally?
कितना लेना पड़ेगा? I mean, I haven't
हाँ,
given.
bandwidth, yeah.
Yeah, of the minimum you should have 50 Mbps.
Minimum, no?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on. Okay,
Yeah.
also are we covering some parts, topics like okay, just share the
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Everything I'll show you. I'll go step by step.
And this is like the 2019, no? This is
You can work on 2019 also. That will be totally fine. There is not a such difference between 2016 and 19. Okay. So we
okay.
can install 2019 server according to your requirement only. I'm going to work. Okay. So if you want to work on
See,
2016,
because what happened, because I received some JD from one company. Okay.
hmm.
So according I learn and to place there. So that is the reason I want to join this course.
Okay. No problem. I'll explain each and everything. So again, if you have any query, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So first of all, I was talking about the tool. Okay, so we can work on VMware, or if you want to work on Hyper-V, so you can configure Hyper-V on your Windows 10 machine, and you will be able to create the virtual machines there. Okay, so for Hyper-V, first of all, we should have Windows 10 Pro in our laptop. Then only we will be able to enable Hyper-V. But if you are using Windows home version, Windows 10 home version, so in that case you have to run a script. I will provide you a script, and then only Hyper-V will be enabled for you. Okay, under a single laptop you can use multiple virtual this one virtualization tool. So in this case I do have Hyper-V also. See, Hyper-V manager. Okay, so onto Hyper-V manager also you will be able to create the virtual machine. In my case, I have configured 2 virtual machines here. Okay, the concept will remain same. Again, you have to create the virtual machine onto VMware and Hyper-V, but the name will be the different.
So minimum hardware configurations क्या रखें अगर practicals करने हो properly?
See, if you have 8 GB of laptop, then it will be fine. But again, if you do not have as such configuration in your laptop, then we do have labs also that is available with networkings. So you will get the access of networkings labs. So over there, you will be able to configure your
Labs will be virtual, like the
exactly.
Azure remote version, that kind of something.
Yes,
Citrix, you
exactly.
can say.
Yes, let me show you. It is available on EVNG. So we are using EVNG in that case. Okay, let me show you how we can do that.
So what
So
about Windows 11?
Windows 11, yes, if you do have setup of Windows 11, then you can add
Hyper-V would work on
Hyper-V.
that.
Yes, it will work. I will let you know how you can activate it, but it should be Windows 11 Pro. Home version will not work. Okay. So guys,
And
this
what should we do with home version?
home version, I will again provide you the
The script.
script, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this will be the link. You will get it once you will enroll. Once you are going to enroll in this course, you will get the access of networking labs. Okay, and you will get a credential, a unique username and password here. So in my case, it is okay. Oh, sorry. What is not working? Yeah. Okay, so the labs will be like so these are auto configured, like you need no to configure, you need no to install ISO. In this case, ISOs are already installed. ठीक है, already installed है इसके अंदर. You have to just turn on these machine, that's it. right? After turning this on, you will get the console of this. Again, double click on the server. And these are configured with 2016 maybe. Let me check. What is the image here? And it, yeah, it is configured with 2019. That is great part. Okay, so you can 2019 is already installed onto that virtual machines.
सर कुछ जैसे कंपनीज होंगी ना वो अभी भी शिफ्ट नहीं होंगी ना मतलब जैसे
Exactly.
19
Even let me tell you, even in my organization we are using 20, still we are using 2012.
जी सर
The reason is 2012 are more efficient than 2016 and 2019.
exactly
Efficient because it is more powerful, like installation may, right, services dene mein, they will not take as much time.
राइट सो तो सर अगर जैसे हम लोग 2019 में प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो ऐसा कोई इशू तो नहीं होगा कि उसमें कुछ ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल नहीं होंगे या ऐसा कुछ नहीं
Yes, in 2012 there is no feature, there is no feature of nano server. Nano server feature is not available in 2012 or 2012 R2, so it is only available in 2016.
Okay.
बट ये अपग्रेडेशन के टाइम पे आप नहीं जा रहे क्या सर? फिर 12 से आप 16 19 अभी नाउ डेज 22 भी आ गया है मार्केट में,
Right.
तो आप नहीं जा रहे क्या फिर
No,
टेक्नोलॉजी
we are
पे?
still using this. We are still happy with this, all this to manage the environment. Yes, the client which are going to onboard, the new clients which are onboarding in.
But sometimes the Windows support also shut down. So
Yeah, in that case, obviously we have to search for the solution, right? But still, we are just continuing with the 2012 R2. Okay, but the clients which are new to us, for them we are going to we are giving them 2016 or 2019. Yes, it is true.
Voice is not clear.
Onboard the new clients which are onboarding in.
but sometimes the Windows support also shut down. So
Exactly, for Windows 7, yes, the support is not there. Exactly, search for the
अरे एक बार में
solution, right? But still we are just continuing with the 2012 R2. यार किसी ने क्या किया है ये, मेरे को वापस से आवाज सुनाई दे रहा है. Okay, it is good now. See, so here you have to just log in on screen keyboard and then Control Alt Delete.
सर
Search for the
अरे एक बार में
solution, right?
सर एक साथ में कई आवाजें आ रही है.
Continuing with the 2012 R2.
हेलो
Is it okay now? Or are you still getting the voice, double voices?
yes.
Okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, so delete. The use password is test123. Yeah, so these are already configured. जैसे हम Azure में भी करते हैं ना कि हम बस सेलेक्ट करते हैं टाइप ऑफ सर्वर, टाइप ऑफ ISO जो हमें चाहिए होता है, राइट? तो हमें इंस्टॉलेशन कराया मिलता है सब कुछ. आफ्टर दैट वी कैन इंस्टॉल अवर रोल्स एंड फीचर्स, ठीक है? बट यहाँ पर आपको सब कुछ बाय डिफॉल्ट इंस्टॉल्ड मिलेगा. So you can use networking labs also if you do not have as much configuration available in your laptop. So networking labs is the good option.
सर इसमें हम लोग का जो अभी AWS का फ्री में मिलता है, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का मिलता है, तो उसमें कर सकते हैं.
Exactly, but it will
Hello.
be applicable for 1 month.
तो हमें
installation कराया मिलता है.
हेलो
After that we can install our, ठीक है? बट यहाँ पर आपको सब कुछ बाय डिफॉल्ट. सरोज प्लीज डोंट अनम्यूट, आपकी तरफ से बाद में बार आवाज आ रहा है मुझे वापस से.
YouTube चालू रहेगा सर उसका.
हाँ, मे बी दैट इज द थिंग. Saroj, you just pause your YouTube and then you can ask your queries. Okay, so here you will get the installation itself. यहाँ पर कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You will get the options, you will get the 2019 server here. Right, and it is available with 8 GB of RAM, so which is more than enough for us. ठीक है, so it is configured with Windows Server 2019. Now, so this is the option who does not have as much configuration available in their laptop, so they can use it. But I would recommend, guys, try to work on VMware or try to work on Hyper-V, any of the virtualization tool, try to work on that, because that will be the add-on for you. Okay, you can just add onto your resume that you have working knowledge on Hyper-V, on VMware. Okay, now the topics that we are going to cover under this course, that will be, so this is the track sheet which I have configured for my own, जिससे मैं track करता हूँ whatever the topics हमारे जो cover हो जाते हैं, according to that I just marked them as green. ठीक है, तो ये just मेरा एक खुद का tracker है, right? Apart from that हमारे पास जो हमने brochure बनाया हुआ है, under that also you will get the topics that we are going to cover. ठीक है, so these are the topics: introduction of MCSA and VMs, how to create VMs and all. If you are using Hyper-V, in that case how you can do, and if VMware you are using, so in that case also how to create the VMs. So that is the first part, the initial part. Okay, then the types of domain controllers. In a running organization there are multiple types of domain controllers, which is primary domain controller, additional domain controller, child domain controller, and read-only domain controller. So we will discuss about the 4 types of domain controllers. So ek karke we will be able to get the concept that what actually the purpose of the different domain controllers. Okay. Then Active Directory, obviously how to use, how to manage your Active Directory, how to onboard a user, how to manage user account, how to मेजर हमारे पास क्या होता है, we as a system admin we used to get the password issues. User का password expire हो गया है, user is not able to log in onto the machine, right? So how we can manage all these things, how we can manage all these real-time tickets, I will help you out how we can do that. Then domain and OU delegation. अब obviously अब एक ही as a admin एक single person को we can it is not recommend that we should give the rights of our domain to a single user. So it should be available with multiple users that are the part of your IT team. अब अगर let's suppose कुछ install करना है user के system में, राइट? तो हर टाइम आप अपने सिस्टम एडमिन को पास तो नहीं जाओगे, आप अपने सीनियर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर के पास तो नहीं जाओगे दैट प्लीज प्रोवाइड योर क्रेडेंशियल्स सो दैट आई कैन इंस्टॉल द so software onto the machine, right? So delegation takes place on that, in that case. So you can provide the delegations of to your IT team member. ठीक है, अब delegations भी different types के हैं. अब delegation भी ऐसा नहीं होता कि आपको पूरा domain wide delegation दे दिया जाता है. So if you are joining as a fresher, or even if you're joining a new company, in that case delegated rights, the only customized rights will be provided to you. वहां पर proper domain admin rights आपको नहीं दिए जाते. हाँ, जहां आप कंपनी में पुराने हो जाते हो, you are getting you are able to get the things how actually the infra is configured. In that case you will get the domain access rights, and for that also manager approval is needed. Right? Only manager have to approve this thing, then you will get the domain admin rights. But still with the delegation part, okay, you can define that what user, you can define the privileges of the user, that user can only create the new user into your Active Directory. Apart from that, he will not be able to do anything. He will not be able to reset user's password. He will not be able to join any of the machine to your domain environment. Right? So that is the customization, that is the privileges customization that we can provide to the user, and that is based on delegation. Okay? Then RSET. RSET is basically remote server administration tools through which you can, अब नए अगर हम एज अ न्यू एम्प्लॉय ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं कंपनी को, सो ऑन दैट केस डायरेक्टली हमें डोमेन कंट्रोलर का एक्सेस नहीं दिया जाता. right? So for that, we will get the RSET. So RSET is basically you can configure it on your Windows 10 laptop, right? And you will be able to manage the Active Directory from your Windows 10 itself or Windows 11 itself.
Sometimes we have seen the administrator का password नहीं कुछ code आता है something third party tools. It can be possible.
Yes, it can be possible.
Because I have seen some our client system.
Yep.
So वहाँ पे Windows का कुछ ऐसा environment नहीं, उधर third party authorization के लिए था, उसमें कोई और tools डाला, तो वो कैसा करते हैं?
Yeah, they must be using any multi-factor authentication thing, or they must be using any third-party tool to get the
it can possible install.
Obviously, yes, you have to procure the license of that particular tool, and then you can do it, no problem.
ओके इसमें मेरे को एक पता नहीं सर, हम लोग यूजर्स बनाता है, ओके, समटाइम ऑफिस 365 का ईमेल आईडी भी सेम होता है, तो दोनों का पासवर्ड भी सेम होता है, तो ये क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है मतलब एग्जैक्टली?
So that is basically communicating with your Active Directory.
Okay.
Active Directory is going to manage your whole infrastructure, your whole domain environment.
Office 365 also?
Yes.
Okay, so ये हम लोग कवर करने वाले हैं इसमें?
Yes, Office 365 is not covered in this course, but yes, all these things.
नहीं, but उसका जो configuration है, like अभी Office 365 is a different chapter and story.
Exactly.
Okay. बट अभी इसमें हम लोग ने अगर एक यूजर एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में एक यूजर बनाया, ओके, पर्टिकुलर अभी मेरा यूजर नेम बनाया rajesh.@ आवर डोमेन नेम, ओके, तो सेम एप्लीकेबल, मतलब मेरा ईमेल ऐसे भी चालू हो जाएगा पासवर्ड और
exactly you should have exchange server for that, and the same password will remain same for your whatever the softwares you are using. Let's suppose you are using
but we are using Office 365 online portal, so
yeah, so ADFS is needed in that case. Active Directory Federation Services, ADFS. You have to configure that, and we have topic of ADFS.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
अब आप ये देखते हो, are you using Jira tool in your environment?
No.
Or ServiceNow? Anything?
Yes, ServiceNow we are using. So not ServiceNow, it is a manage engine.
Okay. So with manage, जो भी आपका password होता है, right? वो same password is working for your manage engine also? Yes or no?
नहीं.
Oh, that is different. So then trust is not there. Okay. Anyways, I will let you know what actually it is. Okay.
Okay. और second मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, अभी सपोज हम लोग का different लोकेशन पे ऑफिसेस है, और वहाँ पे different डोमेन है, तो हम लोग मल्टीपल डोमेन एक इसमें पॉलिसी में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं ना पूरा?
हाँ, if it is under a single forest. Hope you heard about forest, right?
Yes.
So under a forest you can create multiple domains.
Okay. अगर फॉरेस्ट में नहीं है तो भी कर सकते कम्युनिकेशन?
Yes. अब Vodafone Idea example ले लो in this case. There are two different companies and they are going to merge, right? So if you want, Vodafone users will be able to access resources of your idea. So in that case, you have to build the forest trust.
Okay, तो ये हम लोग कवर कर रहे हैं ना?
Exactly, this is also the topic.
Okay. Also मैंने आपको ना 1-to-1 भेजा है, okay, एक जेडी भेजा है मैंने आपको, okay, जस्ट आप ओवरव्यू करना है, वो पॉइंट्स हम लोग कवर कर रहे हैं क्या? इसमें से कोई कवर कर रहे नहीं कर रहे, एक बार चेक करो ना.
Server OS, AD Exchange, link. AD Exchange is not there, but AD Server OS Windows Deployment Services is there. Okay, Core Server is there. Then cluster services are there for both your file server and your network load balancing. Okay, so we are going to create cluster. Troubleshooting part is basically a day-to-day activity that we can do.
Also skill में देखो एक बैकअप है, उसके बाद
yes, backup also we are going to cover.
schema role है.
See, अभी आपको सारा clear हो जाएगा. Everything is going to be covered in this course. Whatever is mentioned.
Migration भी हम लोग कर रहे थे इसमें.
Right, we do have migrations also. Okay. Just wait for 5 minutes. You will get all clarity. Okay. See, then group policies, how to manage group policies, right? Then AD Administrative Center. It is basically the advanced version of your Active Directory. Okay. Then DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. through which we can provide IPs to our client machines automatically. So in that case, manually you need not to define the IPs. So DHCP will going to take care of the IP distribution, right? Then DHCP failover. Failover is basically if your primary DHCP server is down, so then the second server will take place and it will provide, it will start giving, it will start providing IPs to your client in absence of DHCP, your primary DHCP server. Okay. Then we have DHCP relay agent. Relay agent basically if you have multiple scopes in your environment, multiple scopes in the sense if we have multiple network IDs, let's suppose 192.168 class A IP, class B and class C. So in that case, if you want to distribute the IPs, so you have to configure DHCP relay agent. Okay. Then FTP, how to configure FTP, then web servers, then network load balancing cluster. राइट ये क्लाउड पे भी हमारे पास एक फीचर अवेलेबल है, यू कैन जस्ट कॉन्फ़िगर योर एनएलबीज. जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जांपल, अभी आपने देखा होगा इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच ऑन हॉटस्टार, राइट? सो अराउंड 1.2 crores आर वाचिंग, पीपल्स वर वाचिंग मैच ऑन हॉटस्टार, राइट? बट हाउ हॉटस्टार वाज एबल टू मैनेज द पीपल्स, हाउ, क्योंकि एक करोड़ लोगों की क्वेरीज को रिजॉल्व कराना इज नॉट इजी थिंग, राइट? So for that you can just configure network load balancing cluster for a particular website, so that agar if you are getting load onto your server, then the load can be managed among multiple servers. तो एक सर्वर पे लोड ना पड़ के you can just create multiple, you can just create a cluster and onto that cluster you can create multiple servers. ठीक है? एंड अब अगर एक सर्वर पे लोड पड़ रहा है तो दैट लोड विल बी शेयर टू सेकंड सर्वर, अगेन सेकंड सर्वर पे पड़ रहा है तो दैट कैन बी शेयर्ड ऑन टू थर्ड सर्वर.
बट सर इसमें पॉसिबिलिटीज है कि इसमें सर्वर तो कैपेसिटी कैसे फिर इंक्रीज होगा फिर?
So see, in a cluster you can add maximum of 32 servers.
Okay, it can be cloud or it can be
Cloud is other thing.
on-premises.
Cloud को अभी छोड़ दो. Just I'm talking about on premises. So if you are using on premises, you can configure 32 servers. Cloud का तो अपना ही एक सीन है. Cloud क्या करता है? Cloud is basically elastic load balancing, ELB. तो क्लाउड क्या करता है? जैसे जैसे लोड बढ़ रहा है सर्वर पे, वो सर्वर की कंप्यूटिंग पावर इंक्रीज करके देता रहता है.
ओके ओके.
अब सर्वर की मेरे को तो मैं ये एज्यूम तो नहीं कर सकता ना कि मेरे सर्वर को 1 करोड़ लोग हिट करेंगे, राइट? मुझे तो नहीं पता कि कल कितने लोग मुझे हिट करें. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ऑन टू क्लाउड आई कैन कॉन्फ़िगर इलास्टिक लोड बैलेंसिंग, राइट? एंड जैसे जैसे लोड बढ़ता जाएगा सर्वर पे, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट उस सर्वर की कंप्यूटिंग पावर बढ़ती जाएगी, मतलब उसकी रिसोर्सेज बढ़ते जाएंगे, रैम पावर बढ़ती जाएगी.
My question is अभी सब लोग क्लाउड पे जा रहे हैं, एजूर पे जा रहे हैं, AWS पे जा रहे हैं. ओके, तो ये जो अभी हम लोग ऑन प्रीमाइसेस सर्वर है, तो वहां पे अभी मेजरली एक्टिविटीज क्या होता है, कोर एक्टिविटीज अभी फिर?
सी क्लाउड, वही मैं आपको पहले स्टार्टिंग में इनिशियली आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड कि इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर क्लाउड आल्सो, तो क्लाउड पे भी आप पहले वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट करते हो और फिर वर्चुअल मशीन के अंदर फीचर इंस्टॉल करते हो,
एग्जैक्टली,
राइट? एंड द सेम वे आप बस वो अपने ऑन प्रीम पे ना करके आप क्लाउड पे कर रहे हो, दैट्स इट.
ओके.
तो हमें वर्किंग नॉलेज तो होना चाहिए ना इन सब का.
यस यस यस.
व्हाट एक्चुअली द कांसेप्ट इज, क्यों काम कर रहे हैं ये, तो ये चीजें अब जब तक हमें पता ही नहीं है, so how we will be able to work on cloud? Cloud is nothing. Cloud is just a console, that's it. उस कंसोल को चलाना सीखना है आपको बस. उसके बाद में काम सारा ये ऑन प्रीम ही आएगा. एवरीथिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू कवर इन दिस, वो ही सब काम आने वाला है आपका क्लाउड पे. गॉट इट?
यस यस यस, अंडरस्टूड.
Okay, then network load balancing cluster and then profiles and folder redirection. ठीक है? क्या होता है बेसिकली, इफ यू वांट कि यूजर जो भी अपने सिस्टम पे काम कर रहा है वो सेंट्रली आपके सर्वर पे आके स्टोर हो, राइट? सो इन दैट केस यू कैन जस्ट कॉन्फ़िगर द फोल्डर रिडायरेक्शन. तो जो भी यूजर अपने सिस्टम पे काम करेगा, राइट, यू हैव कंट्रोल ऑन दैट data, you can just see what actually the user is actually doing onto the system. Okay. Then types of trust. So this is what I was talking about कि if दो company है तो दो company के बीच में we can create the trust, we can create the forest trust so that the users will be able to access the resources. क्योंकि अगर मान लो दो कंपनी मर्ज हो रही है तो उस केस में it is not easy to make a new domain controller and to migrate all the users onto new domain, right? So what we can do, we can just configure the forest trust, right? And over there the users will be able to access the resources of each other. So it can be one way or two way, right? One way means Vodafone will be able to access Idea, but Idea will not be able to access Vodafone. That will be one way. And two way, both the users will be able to access. So this each and everything, whatever comes under the topic, I will explain. Okay. Then NAT, network address translation. Then file and print management, how you can create the central printer so that users will be able to access. आपको हर एक यूजर के सीट पे जाने के जाके जरूरत करके मतलब जाकर इंस्टॉल करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Through this file and print management you will be able to manage your printer centrally.
ये सर ट्रस्ट फैक्टर में जो हम लोग करते हैं, हम लोग कभी समटाइम्स ना हम लोग वापस रीडोमेनिंग करते हैं, तो उसको क्या क्यों इशू आता है फिर वो?
रीडोमेन इन द सेंस मतलब आप क्या डोमेन ज्वाइन कराते हो दोबारा से?
नहीं, हाँ, सेकंड टाइम मतलब एक बार निकाल के वापस वर्क ग्रुप में डालता है, फिर वापस उसको डोमेन में डालता है, तो वो क्या एग्जैक्टली होता है?
सम टाइम क्या होता है कि सिस्टम की डुप्लीकेट एंट्री जनरेट हो जाती है, right?
Okay.
That is why we will because of that we will not be able to access the resources. So it is recommended that first of all we should delete the entry from our AD, and then again we just just rejoin the system into domain.
अच्छा.
Okay.
तो डेटा वेटा कुछ इश्यू नहीं होता है ना?
If it no data will not data loss will not take place. Don't worry on that thing. You will get the data. If you are reimaging, means if you are reinstalling the operating system, in that case data will get lost, right? But uske liye bhi you can create the folder redirection, or you can just create the backups, so you will get the backup data and all. तो आज के टाइम में तो डेटा के लिए टेंशन करने की बिल्कुल भी जरूरत नहीं है. देयर आर मल्टीपल टूल्स अवेलेबल थ्रू विच यू विल बी एबल टू गेट योर डेटा. ठीक है. देन VPNs, how to configure VPN. So during this COVID situation, we used to work on VPNs. Then only we were able to access our office network. Okay, so that also I will let you know how we can configure the VPNs and all. Okay, then VPN with NPS and then VPN with radius server. So this so we have three types of lab for VPN. One is very simple lab that on which we are just going to straight away configure the VPN, and after that we can configure it with the network policy server, where we are going to define a policy, and then the radius server. Radius server is, yes, basically the if we have multiple VPN servers in our environment, and radius server is basically will help us to manage multiple VPN servers centrally from a single server, and that single server will be radius server. Okay. Then remote desktop services, RDS. So hope you have aware of that, how you can take your systems on remote, or you can just place a application centrally on your server, and your clients will be able to connect to that application through RDS services. Right. Then data deduplication, then BitLocker, FSRM, file server resource manager, then type of storage, then FSMO roles, then shadow copies, DFS, distributed file system replication and namespace, WSUS, Windows Server Update Services. ये भी एक बहुत major topic है. For a system admin,
पैचिंग वाला है क्या बस?
Yes, this is patch management.
Okay.
Right. So through WSUS server, you will be able to patch your servers. You will be able to deploy the updates in your environment. Okay. As a system admin, this is the like these are the topics that we should aware of. We should have, like अगर आप ये WSUS यहाँ से हम सीखते हैं, right? If we were able to get the concept, if we are able to configure the WSUS in our environment, so you can write it in your resume also. If you are a fresher, then you can write that you have working knowledge of WSUS and all. So I will cover each and everything so that you will be able to answer to the interviewer. Okay. Even after this course, I will provide you interview questions also, around 50 to 60 interview questions that will gonna help you in your interviews. Okay. Then FSMO roles, seize and transfer. Okay. Then ADFS, Active Directory Federation Services. Then backup, how to take the backups. So Windows servers has its own backup role, but still in the organization we used to buy third-party backup tools like Veeam backup, CPM backup, right? But Windows Server के पास अपना एक खुद का backup feature है that we can configure. ठीक है. Then WDS, Windows Deployment Services. ठीक है. How to configure, how to install operating system through your network. Okay, so that is basically WDS. Then RAID. If we are going for an storage engineer interview, okay, in that case they are going to ask what is RAID, what are the types of RAID, what are the minimum disk required in case you want to configure RAID 5, right? So these things I'm going to cover. I will let you know how we can configure the RAID in real time. Then Nano Server, it is basically the feature of 2016. Then AD sites and services, IFM install from media, IPAM, IP address access management, failover in file server. So this is basically the failover cluster. File servers में आपने देखा होगा failover cluster हम configure करते हैं, so that we can make high availability of our file server. देखो, as a user मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता सर्वर चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा है. I just want कि मैं अपने डेटा को अपलोड कर पा रहा हूं और डाउनलोड कर पा रहा हूं. ठीक है. But it is the responsibility of the system administrator to make the services available to your users. तो हर एक configuration के लिए we do have backup option. So if we have file server, right, in that case we can configure failover file server. If my one server will get down, then then it will auto switch to the second server and we will be able to use the storage. We will be able to use the file server. ठीक है. Then AD migration and upgradation also is there. Okay, let's suppose if your Active Directory is running on 2012 R2 and you want to migrate, or if you want to upgrade it to 2019 server, right? So that also I will cover. RAID, Nano, AD sites and services, IFM, IPAM, failover, then DNS. It is also the major topic. Okay. Then forest and domain functional level. Then ADCS, certificate services, Active Directory certificate services. Then NIC teaming and PowerShell. So PowerShell, we are know it. I'm just going to cover the basic things on PowerShell. How whatever the services we are going to install, like how you can configure your domain controller with the help of PowerShell, how you can initialize your hard disk with the help of PowerShell, how you can create the DSCP with the help of PowerShell. So these all things we will cover, because PowerShell भी अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा topic है. So it is not possible for me to, you know, go into deep और मैं उसको explain कर सकूं, right? So even I will help you out with the PDF of PowerShell. From there you will be able to learn it from the basics to advance. So that PDF definitely I will provide you. Okay. And now
इसमें हम लोग अगर सर्वर डाउन हो गया पूरा, ओके, देन इसमें कुछ एक पोर्ट आता है ना NIC कार्ड, उसमें है क्या कुछ ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट?
port, that is basically ILO and iDRAC you're talking about, right?
हाँ हाँ, अभी सबसे अभी हम लोग कैसे हैं, हम लोगों ने डेटा सेंटर में लिया है, तो वहाँ पे तो एक पोर्ट है जो मैनेज करते हैं वो लोग।
मैनेजमेंट पोर्ट
हाँ,
बोलते हैं उसको बेसिकली,
मैनेजमेंट, हाँ।
right? So if you are buying the HP server, in HP server it is called as ILO port, right?
ओके,
And if you are going for Dell, then it is called as iDRAC port,
अच्छा।
right? And you can configure the iDRAC and all these things. So from that management port, you will be able to take that system on remote. You will be able to turn it on. You will be able to configure each and everything.
तो
If
उसमें हम लोग को डेटा मिल जाएगा ना फिर, ये पूरा क्रैश होता है तो पोर्ट कनेक्ट करके?
see, if data crash is other thing, we are just talking about the management. Data crash है, in that case if RAID is configured, then you will get the data, don't worry. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, डेटा की टेंशन लेने की आज के टाइम में तो एटलीस्ट बिल्कुल भी जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? आज के टाइम में वी डू हैव मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो रेड, हर एक कंपनी जब भी सर्वर बाय कर रही है तो
रेड
दे
5 तो
यूज टू
होता है।
कॉन्फ़िगर रेड 5 और जो भी टाइप दे वांट टू कॉन्फ़िगर. तो RAID 5 is what? It is actually, if one hard disk will fail, then we just have to insert the new hard disk and it will reconstruct our data. ठीक है, तो डेटा की टेंशन लेने की आज के टाइम में बिल्कुल भी जरूरत नहीं है. You will get the data back. So hope Rajesh, whatever you have mentioned in the message, it is covered in my topics, right?
यस यस यस।
Everything is covered in it.
तो
AD
इसमें अगर
backup.
रेड 5 अगर फेल होता है तो एक हम लोग हार्ड ड्राइव निकालना पड़ेगा कि कैसे है फिर इसका कॉन्सेप्ट?
Yes, if RAID 5, in RAID 5, if one hard disk will get fail, so you have to आपको उसको eject करना पड़ेगा and उसके slot में एक नई hard disk लगानी पड़ेगी. तो उस disk का जो भी data होगा वो आपकी नई disk में write होना, reconstruct होना शुरू हो जाएगा. RAID 5 basically works on minimum of 3 hard disks.
एग्जैक्टली। सी अभी मेरे एक जगह पे है, मेरे क्लाइंट के यहाँ पे, तो उन्होंने रेडिफाई किया था, बट उनको उनका ओएस ही करप्ट हो गया, तो बूट नहीं हो रहा है सिस्टम।
Okay, okay.
तो वो सिस्टम, वो सिनेरियो में क्या सॉल्यूशन दे सकते हैं उनको हम लोग, मतलब इनकेस अगर कुछ ऐसा आया तो इशू?
So you can get the data आपको मिल जाएगा. You can use the drives as a secondary drive and you can just extract your data and then again reinstall the operating system, or you can just create that one
तो
also.
उसमें से एक हार्ड ड्राइव हम लोग निकाल नहीं सकते, उसके अंदर डेटा नहीं रहेगा?
किसके अंदर?
तीन हार्ड ड्राइव रहता है, तो रेडिफाई किया तो एक रखे, दो रहेगा, दो के अंदर हम लोग वापस ओएस डाल के एक से डेटा रिकवर नहीं करेगा बाद में?
No, it will not recover because it may possible that some of the data is available onto your disk 3. So you have to insert disk 3 and then it will reconstruct. It will check, parity will check actually कि कहाँ पे data पड़ा हुआ है, and then it will gather the data and then it will start writing onto your disk 3.
तो मतलब मेरे को दूसरा हार्ड ड्राइव लगाना पड़ेगा, मतलब
बिल्कुल,
फोर्थ वाला?
हाँ, वो नया हार्ड ड्राइव लगाना पड़ेगा जो थर्ड आपका क्रैश हुआ है उसकी जगह.
पता कैसे चलेगा उसमें से कौन सा हार्ड ड्राइव क्रैश हो गया?
सो सर्वर होता है आपका, ठीक है?
यस।
सर्वर की जो भी हार्ड डिस्क सामने लगी होती है उनके आगे लाइट जल रही होती है. So if it is a orange light, in that case, that hard disk is failed, that is crashed. So if it is green light, then it is working fine, right? And if it is orange, then in that case you have to replace the hard disk, or you have to figure out what actually the issue going on with that hard disk.
नहीं, उनका ओएस ही क्रैश हो गया वो,
हाँ,
मतलब
तो
OS ही नहीं है।
OS तो फिर आपको लाना पड़ेगा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. डेटा कहीं नहीं जाएगा, बट डेटा यू विल गेट. डेटा कहीं नहीं जाएगा.
ओके
Okay, so these are the topics that we are going to cover in this module. ठीक
ये
है?
इसका टाइमिंग क्या है? 10 का ही है रोज का?
Yeah, 10 o'clock will be the timings. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, other than that, if you have any queries, I am open for that. You can just ask. You can unmute
सर
yourself.
एक क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ जी, please.
सर अभी हम इस सर्वर को अगर एडी के साथ कनेक्ट करना चाहे तो कैसे कर सकते हैं? एजूरे एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी के साथ अगर करना चाहे तो?
So there is a tool. First of all, you have to use Azure AD Connect.
Okay.
That you have to use.
That feature is available in this server or like in cloud?
नो आपको वो टूल डाउनलोड करना है अपने ऑन प्रेम सर्वर पे एंड इट विल हेल्प यू टू कनेक्ट टू द Azure Connect Azure portal, and then you have to just define wherever you want to put it on, and then it will be migrated.
Okay. Sir, what is the name of tool?
Azure AD Connect.
Okay.
Let me see if it is there with me. So this is, guys, PDC that is already configured. Let me power it on. So this is my primary domain controller from where I can manage my whole infrastructure. In the sense, the computers की अब मुझे computers के लिए कुछ policy बनानी है. कुछ companies में होता है, they used to create a policy that users will not be able to use USB on their laptops. ठीक है, so I can create a domain policy and that I can implement to the domain level, and it will be applicable for all the computers that are available in my domain. Okay, see, so this one is my primary domain controller, PDC, and go to tools, AD users, computers and users. So I have configured a domain with the name locallab.com, and under this will be the option that is for users. So I can create users account here, and this will be the computer. Means the systems who are going to join my domain, I can see them here. Okay, and सी इवन मैंने बोला था कि आप क्लाउड के पास अपना एक सॉरी वर्चुअल टूल्स के पास अपना एक ऑप्शन है दैट यू कैन कनेक्ट टू द क्लाउड सर्विसेज. सो VMware के पास भी अपना एक ऑप्शन है. सेम वे यू विल गेट इट ऑन द Hyper-V ऑल्सो. अब मैं चाहूं तो इस पूरे सर्वर को आई कैन माइग्रेट टू क्लाउड ऑल्सो, राइट. ये सारी जो सर्विसेज हैं वो क्लाउड पे चली जाएंगी विदाउट एनी शटडाउन. मीन्स मुझे यहाँ पे कोई शटडाउन की जरूरत नहीं है. माय यूजर्स विल बी एबल टू एक्सेस द सर्विसेज. Downtime actually word is, so I do not need any downtime in this case. Okay.
अच्छा, एक मेरे को क्वेश्चन है. अभी हम लोग ये DSCP सर्वर बनाते हैं, ओके, समटाइम्स हमारे पास फायरवॉल भी होता है, तो वहां पे भी DSCP ऑन होता है, तो विच इज द राइट सॉल्यूशन? लाइक द फायरवॉल से हम लोग DSCP ऑन करें वो बेटर है कि सर्वर से हम लोग DSCP कॉन्फ़िगर करें, दैट इज बेटर?
Firewall.
फायरवॉल.
बट एज सी, अब मैं इस अपने सर्वर को एज अ राउटर एक्ट करा सकता हूँ. देखो नेटिंग कहाँ पर होती है? नेटवर्क एड्रेस ट्रांसलेशन
वो तो फायरवॉल पे,
फायरवॉल या फिर राउटर पे, राइट.
हम्म.
सो दैट थिंग आई कैन डू इट ऑन सर्वर ऑल्सो.
ओके, नहीं बट बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस क्या है
बेस्ट
मतलब? अभी
प्रैक्टिस आर, देखो वो तो ऑब्वियसली नेट बने ही उन्हीं काम के लिए, सो इट शुड बी ऑन द नेटवर्क डिवाइसेस ओनली. ठीक है. सो बट यस, सर्वर कैन एक्ट एज DSCP, सर्वर कैन एक्ट एज योर राउटर. एवरीथिंग you can do on the server also. You can configure routing also here. So if you have two different networks, you will be able to communicate. You can set up a routing protocol here and you will be able to connect.
मतलब ये बैकअप ऑप्शन यहाँ पे है, बट प्राइमरी ऑप्शन तो वहाँ पे ही जाएगा, राइट?
Yes, because it is related to network and you should use network devices only for that.
Yes,
right?
Understood.
Right? Yeah. So these are meant for, yeah, yes please.
Sir, ये ऑप्शन है, फिफ्थ ऑप्शन, कनेक्ट दिस सर्वर टू क्लाउड सर्विस. इससे भी हम AD से कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं डायरेक्ट?
हाँ, depending upon किस cloud service पे you want to connect, you can do that. But Azure AD Connect, you have to use a dedicated tool.
Okay, and another question is like in AD when we are migrating, so we can do the migrating that particular tool.
Yes.
Okay, so but what about the license, sir?
License मतलब?
Like my license भी migrate हो जाएगा?
Migrations के लिए हाँ, that will be migrated to the. It depends. अब आप वहां पे पेपर लाइसेंस यूज कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो? ठीक है, देखो क्लाउड का अपने एक चीज है. क्लाउड के लिए क्लाउड इज बेसिकली पे एज यू गो सर्विस. The services that you are going to use, for that only you have to pay. So if you are using Azure AD Connect, in that case, there will be not any dedicated certificate, dedicated license and all. Okay, they will provide you a estimate cost that for month we are going to charge this from you. We are going to charge this amount from you. So the license all thing will not matter in this case. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Anything else?
Your name is Mayank or your
Sahitya.
Sahitya?
Yep.
I am also student from 2020 batch,
Okay.
2019 batch.
Okay. Okay.
So I have not regularly do
Join the
class because
classes.
of I am from Jammu.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that's why I am not doing proper class. So
No worries. No worries. So if you are going to join again, then definitely I'll help you out. Even just try to do the labs with me. Even guys, if whenever you are facing any kind of issues in your labs, so I used to create a Google Classroom, right? Let me show you. So for my previous batches also, I have created the Google Classroom for them. So if they have any queries, so they used to put it on the classroom, and we used to sort out the issues. Uh, hmm. Even whatever the course content available, I'm going to upload it on the classroom itself. Okay. Yeah, so these are the batches like October, August, and July, June, April, right? So under this, so these are the whatever they have any queries, they can just put their queries, right? And under this classwork, I used to put assignments, then interview questions, then PPTs, and then the study material. Okay. So these also, once you will be able to once we will start our classes, so I will give you the link.
Are you on LinkedIn?
Yes, I'm also on LinkedIn. Yes.
What name?
Yeah, sure. Later on, but once we'll start our batches, then we'll provide everything. Okay.
Okay.
So this is all about today, guys.
Hi,
Sorry.
this is Akram with you.
Yeah, hi,
you.
Akram.
Sorry, I joined lately. I'm not aware of whatever was discussed because I was having experience. I was having problem with the
So
internet actually.
okay. So Akram, what actually we discussed about is basically the topics that we are going to cover, and how we are going to manage our labs and all these things. So this is what we discussed today, and even you will get the recording on the YouTube itself. You can just go through with it, and you will be able to get whatever we discussed.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep.
And when the normal classes will be starting tomorrow?
We can start from the tomorrow itself. If you all are okay, then we can just go with the tomorrow only. Okay, so this is it for today, right? The topics and all these things, and whatever your queries, if I'm not able to answer them, you can just post it on the networking channel, right? I will definitely try to answer it out. And apart from this, yes, from tomorrow we are going to start our batches, so I would recommend you guys to join the batches, and I will let you know what are the prerequisites that we will be needing if you are going to work on your laptops. So first of all, we will be needing VMware or the tool which you want to work on, and then we will be needing the ISO images. So ISO images are totally available on Microsoft website. From there we can just download, and then how to create the virtual machine, that I will let you know tomorrow.
So you'll also be assisting us installing these.
Everything, yes, obviously, Angad, yes. from the very scratch, how you can just install it. If you are facing any issues while installation, definitely I'll take your system on remote and I will help you out over there.
Because I'm a fresher right now in this topic.
Don't worry. Even guys, देखो जो भी मेरा यहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है बैच, ठीक है, ये बिल्कुल स्क्रैच से शुरू होगा. ये मैं उसको देख के, मतलब मैं जो भी अपने मेरे जो प्रीवियस बैचेस हैं, आई यूज्ड टू स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम द वेरी स्क्रैच फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. ठीक है, तो ताकि अगर किसी को कोई नॉन आईटी बैकग्राउंड है किसका, सो दे विल बी एबल टू गेट द थिंग्स, दे विल बी एबल टू गेट ऑन ट्रैक. ठीक है, तो अंगद नीड नॉट टू वरी अबाउट इट.
Thank you, sir.
LDAP भी इसमें ऐड होगा?
Yes, LDAP also. Okay, one more thing. Apart from these topics, if you want to learn any additional topic, right? So you can just do let me know. According to that, we can plan a class, and I will let you know about the topic. Okay.
Sir, after having this particular training, so on which profiles we can strike upon?
Okay. So first of all, you can go for system administrator. You can go for desktop support engineer. You can go for systems engineer. Okay. And then if you have like good knowledge on on-prem infra, right, then you can go for cloud as well. Then you can go for cloud operations engineer.
Okay.
Right. And again, if you are a fresher, then if you have knowledge of networking and then Linux also, so in that case you can land it up to you can go for networking, or even you can go for the Linux administrator also.
Okay.
Yes. So hope I'm clear to everyone.
So if, let's say, for example, if I miss the class tomorrow, let's say, for example, so
Okay.
it will be recorded, you mean?
Yeah, Akram, you will get it.
Watch.
Yes, you can't download it. You don't have rights to download
Okay.
videos, but you will get it on your portal on the next day, and you can watch it. And it will be accessible for 1 year. तो आप 1 साल तक उस वीडियो को दोबारा देख सकते हो.
Sir, डाउनलोड करने के लिए एडमिन राइट्स मिल सकते हैं उसके?
No, I'm sorry. That is not possible.
Hi, sir. Hi, this is Suhail from Bangalore.
Hi, Suhail.
Yeah, this is my first experience in IT field.
Okay.
This is my first course I'm doing it. I have done one N plus and normal basic courses. This is my first course, MCSA.
Okay.
So I'm so excited to learn with you.
Welcome on board. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Just मुझ पे अब जो भी टेंशन है वो मुझ पे छोड़ दो. I will take care of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to access a lab in your portal? I didn't get your link.
Yeah, so Hell, in that case, you will get the link from the networking team, right? And you will be able to log in onto the labs. And tomorrow, I will create the classroom for you all, right? Classroom group for you all. And over there, you will get all the course content, you course, PPTs, interview questions, whatever the things are available with me, I will upload it there.
Okay.
And from there, you can download it. I will give you the download rights.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
कितना टाइम लग जाएगा ये? कितने hours में खत्म होगा ये?
Okay, so it is about for 55 hours, right? So totally depends on how we are going to work. But yes, if we are going to start it from tomorrow, then by January 2023, or maybe in mid of January 2023, we will be able to complete it. Okay, it is a 2.5 month course. But मुझे कोई ज़्यादा जल्दी नहीं है. I can just go with the slow pace. According, if you are getting the things, then only I will increase my speed. Okay.
And so the classes would be on regular basis, or
yeah, it will be on regular basis, and on weekends it will not be there. But if any off is there, then you will be notified.
Because I was thinking for opting the CCN and Linux also.
Yeah, for that you can just ask networking teams how they are going to work. But yes, for me, I'm going to take it from Monday to Friday.
Every day.
Every day. Yep.
8 o'clock would 10 o'clock would be the time.
Yes, 10 o'clock would be the time.
Okay.
Because I actually am already running a batch which is from 8 to 10, so that is why we have time restrictions. So you can join it. You can like it would be from 10 o'clock only. But yes, if my 8 o'clock batch will be if it is complete by November, by the end of November, then definitely I can change it up to 8 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yep. So see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.